What's up? It's the Kokomo Press Podcast. I'm Danger Grainger, and this week it's just going to be me. I'm going to be sitting down here at my desk. I'm going to be talking to you guys about some stuff that's been going on with the Kokomo Press, with myself, and maybe some topics, of the week that I think are interesting to talk about. Probably doing a little bit of ranting, probably a little bit of goofing. I got about an hour to do it, to hang out with you guys, and I didn't have any co-hosts today. I didn't have anybody to hang out with, so I figured, you know what? Earlier in the day, I couldn't shoot when we typically shoot because I was helping out a friend, but you know what? I'm still going to do a podcast this week. We're going to drop this baby. This is going to be episode 31, and then we're going to have the finale next week. I'm so excited to talk to you guys, so stay tuned here on the Kokomo Press Podcast with myself, Kokomo Press, baby. Woo!
This video contains adult content not suitable for children.
What's up, y'all? It's me, Danger Grainger, just hanging out here, man. Wow, it's been an eventful couple months. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The Kokomo Press has really accomplished some things that we've been talking about doing for years, and we're just so grateful to have people to support us and hang out with us and be a part of this with us, because it's just, having a community and building things is very, very difficult unless you have people around you willing to help grab some brick and mortar and put it together with you. So we're all Masons out here, Freemasons, just kidding. But we do everything we do for free, and when we charge at shows, we pay comics, and the money that's left over goes into like the speakers we use and cables and things. And to be honest, even the extra money we've thrown in our own money to do these productions. So we just want to be able to provide like really quality like videos, quality material, quality jokes, quality skits, quality open mic shows, everything. We just want to be able to like give you guys, what we can do. And so part of that is just, having a chance to build, and building it's difficult. I tell people all the time, I'm like, we're over here trying to create a community of comedy in Kokomo that's just like, and those are all, there's no K, there's one K there. Okay. Don't come for me. I know people have been looking to cancel me for years, but I keep dodging it. I keep dodging out of the way. I'm like, miss me with that cancel, and hopefully, we keep building to the point where we can, start making money for more people than us, because that's really been our goal, to get our friends paid, to get comics we like, comics we love paid. And the good thing about season 4 of the Kokomo Press Podcast is we've had so many great comics on, man. We really have. We've had Sean D on multiple times. We've had Greg Lindbergh out of Lafayette. We just had the Muncie Bros. We had Pierce Clott and Jacob Harder out of Muncie. We had Doug Arnold from Kokomo. Obviously, Brian Allen West and myself and Hypocrisy Jones all the time, and we've just been doing so much to try to get comics in here and trying to keep the show spicy for you guys. It's been a lot of fun doing this show, 4 seasons and over 100, probably closer to 150 episodes now. Like, I'm gonna give myself a round of applause here. Like, seriously, like I know a lot of people who quit this stuff before they ever get to the point where it's something, and so. I appreciate every person that tunes in and listens to us, because it's just not, it doesn't happen unless people support us. So I want to shout out everybody out there listening right now, and the people that didn't turn it off. Seriously, it's been a fun time. Well, today it's actually June 3rd. You guys are listening to this on June 3rd, and we're right in the swing of Pride Month. I hope you guys are excited about Pride Month. It happens every June. We've got the parades, we've got things going on. This was the picture that I posted on social media, which is Happy Pride Month with, being a sports guy, Shaquille O'Neal, with every color. He's got Roy G. Biv there. We got red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Yeah, I remember that. I paid attention in science class. It wasn't biology, probably chemistry. Is that what told? Maybe it wasn't physics, was it? Maybe it was physics. I don't know. I sucked in physics. I tried my hardest to do well in that class. It was the same teacher I had for chemistry, which I killed it. I had great chemistry. And then I went to physics, and I was like, hold up, this shit's math? Who fucking decided we have to do math? Because I'm from Kokomo. As Bell would say, we spell math with an E. Another. All right, gonna throw myself out there, yeah. But I mean, to be honest, like Roy G. Biv, the idea of the rainbow and the Rainbow Coalition, I wish nothing but love for everybody out there. doing their thing in Rainbow Land, and honestly, it's going to be a great month for you. I know it wouldn't be a Pride Month without hearing a little bit from Rebel Wilson, because she's a lesbian icon. Rebel Wilson says straight actors should be allowed to play gay characters. Yeah, Rebel Wilson. So that's what Rebel Wilson thinks. And personally, I mean, if I can play a gay character, I'll do it. I'll do it in a freaking heartbeat. Everybody knows me. If it means putting on a dress or putting on an accent, I'm fucking there for it. And half the time it gets me in trouble. So I got to be careful. But if we need I played a guy named Chad with 4 Ds. And in a skit that we did about Miller's Bar when they kicked out a bunch of bikers. And so, yeah, I was Chad with 4 Ds. Oh, my God. And that video can be found on our YouTube, so check that out anytime you want. But it was a very fun skit that we did, and I feel like I should have been able to play that character, I'm not gay. I'm not. I'll go ahead and go out on a limb for Gay Pride Month and announce that I'm straight. I am, or pansexual if you want to be spicy about it. I call myself pan. Because there's no stakes. You just say, I'm attracted to whoever, I'm attracted to souls. It just happens to be that every soul I'm attracted to is connected to an all-natural, juicy vagina. I like to spend some time with some fat cats, if you know what I mean. Let's go ahead and throw. Or if you didn't like it, it's more one of these. I apologize if it didn't land with you. Just pretend like I was Kobe. I didn't land. That's a stolen joke. I stole that from Mark Norman. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a fucking funny joke. I love Kobe, and don't get me wrong. I didn't love him when he played because I was not. I don't like the best player since I was a kid. Since it was Jordan, I haven't liked the best player. I feel like you like your team. You like your guys, but don't be going out there being like, my favorite's Kobe, my favorite LeBron, my favorite is Michael. It makes sense that those are your favorites. They're the best in the league. And I feel like that's okay if you're 12 or under. But if you're as soon as you hit 13, you get hair on your nuts, you start getting a little bit of seepage from the old peen. And then at that point, it's time to nut up, shut up, and fucking pick a team and stick with it. Or pick a favorite player that's not LeBron or fucking Kobe. Because to me, I find it to be a little bit obtuse when you're like, it's my favorite is the guy everybody likes. But if we're being real, that's basically what people are doing with the WNBA right now. We're all everybody's fans of Caitlin Clark, and I don't know if you guys saw this, but Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever beat the Chicago Sky 71-70, and the comment section was wild. It was exactly what you expected. A bunch of guys in sunglasses in their trucks, and they have an opinion. They want you to know. Yeah, that's damn right there. Caitlin was always going to be the GOAT. All right, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It ain't my fault that she's white. If she was a black girl, I would have loved her just the same. Not really. That's probably the truth. It's just funny to me because it is the thing about the NBA is the NBA existed in, a time of racial segregation, and existing in a time of racial segregation meant that, you were going to have mostly white players and then white players. And then when we segregated or we integrated everybody and we stopped being a bunch of racist pricks in this nation and basically the world, then, it became a very athletic league with, a lot of Europeans. And it's a multicultural league now. It's really great. The WNBA, however, started after the NBA was established, and so it has predominantly been a league of I would say black women and a lot of gay black women, and I feel like you lose a lot of people because you lose a lot of people that just, even if they're like, I'm not a bigot, I swear I'm not homophobic, I have no problem with anybody. At the end of the day, you still lose them because they don't see themselves in the people. And we've been talking for years, in movies and music and TV and everything and everything. We're representation fucking matters, and you cannot be upset when it's a perfect amalgam of what it's an example. It's a metaphor for what it is for minorities in other places in society when they're we don't feel represented here. White people, you haven't been represented in the WNBA and you didn't really pay attention. So, and I'm sure some people did, and but it's once you're represented, a straight white woman, people are going to watch it a little bit more. And it also helps that the girl is a fucking phenomenal basketball player. I mean, I love basketball. People know me know how much I love basketball, and she's she's a phenomenal basketball player. I do think that Caitlin is getting a whole lot of shit. You know, there was a technical, or not a technical, there was a foul that ended up getting upgraded to a flagrant one by one of the players on the Chicago Sky. It's like her name is like CC too, which is hilarious. But yeah, they ended up upgrading to a flagrant one because she just kind of pushed her on the ground. And you know, at the end of the day, you're always gonna get people that are gonna make things more difficult. You just have to persevere, and that's part of it. Now, you know, I guess it's just, you know, they're gonna do this story in about 30 to 40 to 50, maybe even 100 years. They're gonna do the Caitlin Clark story, and they're gonna make it seem like Remember the Titans, but for a white woman. Oh shit! It's gonna be like remember the clock, remember the fever, Believer the Fever. Yeah, it's a brand new movie. We're gonna start talking like the 1920s again in 100 years, since it'll be the 20s again. Like, we're back here with Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark is the greatest white player to ever play in the WNBA, the White National Basketball Association. Oh no, it's just women's. It's women's. But it's hilarious the amount of people get upset about Caitlin. She's just out here trying to do, you know, her thing, play ball, make some money. And, you know, she is going to elevate the league in some ways. And in some ways, a lot of people are going to be frustrated. And I'm sure you guys remember the Jordan rules, right? Now they got the Caitlin rules, or the Clark rules. And it sounds like the sisterhood of the traveling pants. They got the sisterhood of the traveling fouls. That's what they're going to do. They're just going to foul this girl anytime they get a chance, and for good measure. Yeah, but like, you know, happy Pride Month. I know as part of Pride Month, I know that's what we were originally talking about. Adele berated an audience member for shouting "Pride sucks. Are you fucking stupid?" is what she said to this person. I listened to the video. Very interesting. Go check it out. Adele. It's always, I don't know what it is. And I'm trying to be cool, but it's always white women defending everybody else. Just like, you know, let the gays defend themselves. They can handle it, dude. They're a mafia. They'll fucking do their thing. But Adele felt like she needed to stand up, and in that moment, she was an ally. And I know people are gonna love that about her, that she was an ally for gay rights, you know, and for gay rights. And I understand completely. Like, it's honestly it's a great thing to do. I do have a little bit of statistical stuff I want to talk about. If you guys know me, I like to talk about random shit like this. Here's just some statistics. You know, in 64 countries around the world, homosexuality is still criminalized. Nearly half are in Africa. The rest are in Asia and the Middle East. In 12 countries, it's the death penalty for private, consensual same-sex activity. These are Iran, Northern Nigeria, Saudi Arabia, Somalia, Yemen, Afghanistan, Brunei, Mauritania, Pakistan, Qatar, the UAE, and Uganda. So there's still work to be done around the world for humanitarian rights and human rights and gay rights and equality. And in America, you know, we still have a lot of problems around here. But you're not getting the death penalty. In 12 countries, you can get the death penalty just in order to have a consensual same-sex sexual activity, which is crazy. You know, that's not to denigrate the amount of negative things that happen to gays and lesbians and transgenders and that whole entire LGBTQAI plus organization, you know, people. But at the end of the day, like, you know, we are probably the best nation in the world when it comes to gay rights, or at least one of them. And we are always at the forefront of them. And, you know, we make a lot of missteps along the way. But, you know, anytime you're doing forward progress, sometimes you got a couple side steps until you finally get to where you need to be. So really proud of us as a nation. You know, the fact that gay marriage was legalized not too long ago. When I went in the military, they had don't ask, don't tell as a policy. Now you got fucking puppy dogs as commanders in the Navy, so like, or in the military. So you got all kinds of shit going on out there. But I'm so happy. I'm so happy that we've gotten to this point, and I hope that, you know, people celebrate this month accordingly and have a great time. You know, have a good time with it all. Yeah, so yeah, I didn't have a bunch of guests booked today. I didn't have a co-host. Brian was like, "I'll come through," and I was like, you know, I'm gonna. But the problem was, I got hit up today. Like, I got hit up Sunday, yesterday. I got hit up to help with a local production, and I'm gonna talk about it. If you guys want to hear about it, here it is. This is me out there. This is me. I'm doing funny poses, but I'm on the set of Marrawambies, baby. Yeah, I was on the set of Marrawambies today, and I was doing audio. Kokomo Press was doing audio. Outhouse was doing the videography, and it was being directed and filmed with Brian Foster of We Are Media. You can kind of see it on the hat. If you got to zoom in, go ahead and zoom in on the hat. We Are Media represent. And I got Outhouse Records on the shirt, not productions, but records. So I'm representing my homies today. Shout out to Brian Foster. Shout out to Maddie Kroll. Shout out to Carrie Washington, I believe. No, it's not Carrie Washington. That's a woman. Carrie Owens. I think Owens. Carrie Owens, yeah. Shout out to Carrie Owens. He's doing a thing. My fiance decided to come in the middle of this real quick podcast. What are you doing, baby? How you doing?
Doing good.
All right, yeah. I'm waiting for the food to get done, so I figured I'd shoot a quick pod so I don't miss a week and hang out, you know. So.
I thought you were on the phone.
No. I'm over here doing a quick podcast, and while the kids are laying down, while you're hanging out. Yeah. How you feeling? Good. Yeah. All right. Need anything? Want to have a drink of this beautiful Liquid Death Rest in Peach?
They do not pay you. You need to stop promoting them.
I know. I get it. I need to quit letting them control my life, but it's delicious. I like Liquid Death. What can I say? Can't blame me for that. I love you, babe. Yeah. I tried to get her to come on the podcast with me today, and she said no. She's like, I'm not a podcast person, so she doesn't want to have to do all that. I do have a hilarious, you guys are going to like this. This is a hilarious happenstance at not our most recent patio, but the week before. First week on the patio, we had this happen, and I wanted to do a really quick share with you guys so you guys could see how wild things get out there. So here you go. This is our most recent patio, one of our most recent patios, and this is a comic by the name of Kyle Miller who's been coming out. So check this out.
Here's the love. Here's the honor. You can't come in her, come on her.
So this guy was heckling the whole time, and he comes up to the stage, knocks the camera down.
Shit.
And then they pick the camera up, knocks down my light. Oh, and you see
Hey! Can't be worse than that. You know what I'm saying?
Brian and Hypocrisy run up to try to fix it. Kyle's trying to keep the stage not. Then he puts his drink down. The guy's still trying to get his drink fucking clinked, and then they finally clink drinks.
Thanks, guys, for my time. That was going to the event will last 30
You
seconds.
just see me over there being like, I really need this shit to be over with. I can't. Shout out to Kyle, man. He was like, man, it was right towards the end of his set. He was doing one of these toasts that you see on like Instagram and like you see on TikTok. People do that toast all the time, but he was just trying to do it like for fun up there, you know. And then of course, hilarity ensues when you have like a guy who's been heckling decide to bum rush the stage and knock all of our equipment down. Luckily, it was a Zoom, and the Zoom is a very particular type of camera that it didn't mess it up too bad. And then the light, luckily, it was protected, but. Very funny, but that happened. And also I do have a couple more. I forgot I do have a couple more behind the scenes photos. There's Courtney playing the ratchet girlfriend of Brian Foster, and let me see. Here's Brian Foster right here. He's on his phone, as you can see. And then we've got of course, we've got a couple of here. This is Courtney here with Maddie and Brian Foster doing their running lines. She's yelling at him right here. Very hilarious. We had a great time with this shit. And then here's laughing at the table. So these are just some behind the scenes stuff I got. Here's one more actually. But it was very fun today. I love helping out with We Are Media. I love hanging out with Outhouse and the guys over there. And I really think when you've got, you know, Outhouse on the video, Kokomo Press on the audio, and then you've got We Are Media behind it all. You've really got three of the best in the business doing it together. And so shout out to Brian Foster from We Are Media. Shout out to Maddie Kroll from Outhouse. Shout out to Courtney from The Press, Carrie from Marawambies. Yeah, shout out to Marawambies, the new production. I'm in the movie. I think all four of the Kokomo Press are in the movie. We are. All four of the Kokomo Press, Outhouse got some people in there. It's a fucking great time, dude. I love working with Brian Foster. I love working with Maddie Kroll. And anytime they need me to help out, I'm always willing to because I know it's going to be quality and I know we're going to have a good time. So, yeah, thank you for letting me be a part of that, guys, and I'm sure I'll be a part of it soon. But yeah, and if you haven't had a chance, come check out our open mic. We've been doing it out on the patio. It's been a blast to do. I'm going to show you a couple of photos from this last week if you guys want to check those out. But here's myself. This guy, I think his name is Owen Garrett. We have Stephen O'Reilly. Here we go with our good friend Pierce Clott. There's Sean D. That's Jacob Harder. Davey Moomaw from Kokomo, Zach Hughes, he's from out of Muncie. This was a new guy that just signed up. I want to say his name was Adam Carnes or something like that. Very nice guy. This guy right here, his name was Matty Swivels. That's the great Doug Arnold, who is so funny. He closed down the night for us and was so funny. This is Weston Lee. And then a good friend out of Muncie we just made recently, her name is Alexa Eden. This was your lineup last week. So when you're thinking like, oh, I want to go out to the Kokomo Press show, I don't know if I can. You're going to have a great time because you're going to hang out with people who are out here doing comedy and like in Muncie, in Kokomo. We got people from Lafayette. We got people from Indy. We got people from all over. We had somebody come from Lafayette last week, Matty Kroll's cousin. His brosen, and he's very, very funny. Hope he puts out the clips. I made a clip video for him because he's a homie, and we go back. So, very good time. Check out our open mic, man. I'm telling you guys, you are not, and I repeat, you are not going to hate it. You're going to enjoy it. The Kokomo Press presents a comedy open mic weekly every Thursday. It's typically downstairs in the Comedy Den, but we've been moving it out to the patio. So if you have a chance to come hang out with us, check out what we're doing out there on the patio. It's something different. We've never done comedy shows. We've done Harvest Fest a couple times outside, but we've never done it like this. So if you have a chance, come check it out. Here's the actual flyer for the outdoors. But yeah, the Kokomo Press presents a comedy open mic weekly every Thursday. Free entry. It starts at 8 p.m. It's outside the patio. That's 113 East Sycamore Street in downtown Kokomo, Indiana. Thank you so much to everybody who's came out every couple weeks because we've been having a blast, and that's 1,000% on wax right there. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't know if you guys, I got a funny story for you guys. I don't know if you guys saw this. This past week, there was an officer who was caught. He had body cam footage released as police officer resigns after locking himself in backseat of car with female detainees. So the video is out there. You can see it. It's very interesting. So the guy's in the front seat. He arrests this woman. She's in the back. She's talking about how horny she is. She's like, I can fuck right now. And he was like, oh, don't say that to me, girl. Don't say that shit. And then within a couple minutes, his body cam turned off and he was parked in the alley. And then within an hour and a half, he had an officer come get him out of the back of his car as he locked himself in with the girl. They did a whole report on it. They found out what happened, and they found trace amounts of semen on his belt area. Dude got fired. Yeah, man. This guy got fucking fired. My homie literally, free my homie for getting his dick sucked. I'm just kidding. Do not free him. What a piece of shit. To be honest, like, what a piece of shit. Thought you're getting pussy. Turned out you're getting fired. What a fucking dumber. This is his award. Winner chicken dinner for getting fired on for because he couldn't keep it in his damn pants. That drives me fucking crazy because at the end of the day, like you're supposed to protect and serve. This is what I mean, then, when we say ACAB, like, all cops are bastards. All cops are busting. All cops are busting nuts right now. I'll tell you that much. They're absolutely busting nuts. I don't know if you guys pay attention to what's going on in comedy. There's been a lot going on. Shane Gillis's new show, Tires, dropped. Very funny show. But this is actually the one I wanted to talk to you guys about. Comic was supposed to be coming to IU Bloomington, and his name is Matt Rife, and he ended up having to apologize for canceling 2 shows after an unexpected medical emergency. Turns out that emergency, exhaustion. He's just exhausted, boy. He spent all that time writing funny jokes that anybody who worked in a kitchen has ever said about women, like any man that works in construction. And this guy was so fucking, I guess he's tired, man. I'll take his spots. I don't know if I'll be able to kill like he does, though, to be honest. I don't get that much stage time, but I've been working hard. We've had some things going on. But yeah, that's so wild, man. It's wild to have it. To have to cancel. And I mean, I think they canceled after the show was supposed to start. Like, he was late and then they canceled. And shit happens. I think they're going to give full refunds to everybody. So that's something at least. But we have a hilarious, crazy shit happening out there in the news. We have crazy shit happening out here in other news. And I definitely want to bring this up to you guys because this is an insane story as well. I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but let me see if I can get it started and get to the point where we want it to be. Because, all right, so here we go. Let me start this over, and boom, here we go. Check this out.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. So just give me 1 second. I'm parking right
going
now.
To court, and he's on Zoom. in the car.
Wait. You stationary?
I'm pulling in right now at this second. Yes, I am.
Honorable J. Cedric.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driver while license suspended?
Whoop!
That is correct, Your Honor.
Whoops.
And he was just driving?
Yep, he was.
And
He was actually driving.
he didn't have a license?
Nope. Oh, man, my man's just staring at the phone like, oh, shit.
Oh,
Oh, no, I did this.
As with
I
the
didn't
charges,
do
Your
this.
Honor, yes.
No, I'm looking at his
Yes.
record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Oh, shit. Look at this.
oh.
Oh, shit. He's like, oh, no, I can't believe I did this.
I don't even know why he would do that. So defendant's bond is revoked
Oh, shit.
in this matter.
He's
Defendant
revoked.
is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today.
Oh, shit.
Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
Oh, dude. Oh, check.
Assistant Public Defender.
Oh shit, man! That's the wah of the day over here at the Kokomo Press. This guy was like, "Hey, I gotta pull into my doctor's office. All right, I'm good. I'm ready for the Zoom. Aren't you? Isn't this the hearing about you having to suspend driving while suspended?" He's like, "Oh no, oh fuck, oh no." He's like, and he's like, yeah, now you're going. I revoke your sentence. Now you gotta be up here at 6 p.m. because you're still fucking breaking the law. That is hilarious, dude. Oh my god, that's a back to back. That we got an officer getting fired for having sex with a girl detained in the back seat, and then second we have a guy who driving without suspended, then goes on wax and says, I'll just fuck. They won't notice. They won't notice me driving in my car and parking. Jesus. Oh man, makes me laugh so fucking hard. I'm like, how do you make that a mistake? How do you do this to yourself? I kept thinking I was like Alex Jones. I was gonna do like an Alex Jones, like, hey, I'm just driving out here trying to get to where I gotta go and get to my doctor's office. Oh, what'd I do? I didn't do nothing. It's too fucking funny to me. Very, very hilarious situation to have going on. To not pay attention to what you're doing and to decide you're gonna drive on your Zoom call, on your suspended license, with your they're like, we're trying to get this matter table, Your Honor. And Your Honor's like, are you fucking kidding me? This dude ain't learned shit out here. He ain't learned a fucking thing. But, free my homie, man. He, clearly, like, he wasn't thinking. He just wasn't thinking. Very interesting. I know there was a I got to talk about this. I don't want to. I'm not a huge fan of politics lately because it just feels like everybody's mad at each other constantly for stupid shit. But we do have a very big story this week. This week, former President Donald Trump is convicted of all 34 counts in his New York hush money trial. So, I know they're going to be doing sentencing soon, and people, got both sides freaking out right now. You got some people celebrating like they just won the lottery, like it's going to have no effect whatsoever on their fucking lives, or at least like not like tangentially maybe, like, but not like it's not going to have like real fucking bearings on what you're doing every day, unless you're just like, Trump sucks. Like, I agree. Like, he's not my favorite, but like you guys make him out to be like you guys make him so much more appealing to the other side because of the way you act. But then the other side is comparing him all week to Jesus. Like, Jesus was also persecuted for life. And because of that, because Jesus was persecuted for life, I'm not going, people turn their back on him. I ain't turning my back on Donald Trump. I'm like, listen, can we all just, come here, lean in a little bit, come on. Can we all just agree he's not Jesus. He's Donald fucking Trump. Jesus wouldn't look like this. This isn't how Jesus would look. Jesus has long hair and he's a white man. I'm just kidding. He's definitely not white. We don't know what people think. He's Jewish. He came from the Middle East, but like we don't know what he looked like. We're all just guessing at this point. But I like to picture my Jesus, and he's like got long hair and he's in like assless chaps, and he's like singing. He's singing lead and sing for Leonard Skinner, or Zeppelin. Yeah, that was like my third joke today from Talladega Nights. I don't know why that. I hadn't even watched that movie in so long, but for some reason, I guess it's because we had the Indy 500 just like last week or the week before, and racing's been on my mind. There's a lot going on out there. Do you like comedy? Have you ever done it? Have you ever thought about going up on stage and telling some of those jokes that your family and friends just love to hear? Well, now you have the opportunity. Every Thursday night, starting February 15th at Cooper's Pubs, we are doing an open mic. The Kokomo Press is doing an open mic at Cooper's Pub in the downstairs comedy den. It's going to be awesome. It's going to start at 8 p.m. on Thursdays, February 15th, and we're going to be doing open mic with 10 to 15 spots for each comedian at 5 minutes a spot. Do not hesitate to sign up. Sign-ups will be at 7:30 physically down there in the bar, or if you want to, you can sign up early. All you have to do is message our page at the Kokomo Press. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have drinks and we're going to have food specials, and it's all a part of Cooper's Pub. You just go straight in, and instead of making a right, you make a left, you go downstairs, you make a left, and you're right down there in the comedy den. Myself and Brian Allen West are excited to see you, and we'll also have friends that you may know, like Jordan Bell, a.k.a. Hypocrisy Jones, Sean Dalrymple, a local comedian we love, and even Courtney Richardson. You're going to see us all out there. We're going to be having a blast. And again, it starts February 15th, but after that, it's every Thursday at 8 p.m. in the comedy den downstairs at Cooper's Pub. Hope to see you there. I did hear a very important thing that happened this last week on America's Got Talent. Indiana Stand Up. We were represented. Terre, Haute singing janitor earns golden buzzer on America's Got Talent season premiere. Hell yeah, brother. I watched the video. He sang Journey, which, just a small town girl living in a lonely world. Like that type of shit. She took the midnight train. Anyway, he did that song. Very good. Had a very good voice. He's very scared. And then he was like, my man, like, he's a janitor from a high school in Terre Haute, golden voice, very good job, very proud of the homie. He's from Indiana, represent. There's always somebody from Indiana in these things because we're fucking talented in Indiana, so you can suck it. But on top of all that, here in the crossroads of America, he flew all the way out for the first time on an aeroplane to L.A., and he sang in front of Simon Cowell, in front of Heidi Klum, in front of Sofia Vergara, and he sang in front of Howie Mandel, which would be like, don't touch me, I guess. I don't know. Don't you know? I guess he's Canadian and shit. Or like, yeah. Anyway, so he sang in front of a British guy, Canadian guy, a German lady, and I think a Hispanic lady. So America's Got Talent, and the talent is all around us. It's not even American people on that show, which is fun. I think the only American is the fucking host, and it's Terry Crews, and he's just the fucking muscle guys, like burp, burp, from fucking Old Spice. But yeah, very proud of the guy. He sang very well. He did throw a hilarious shot out. So if you ever got it, was like, very good, you did very good job. And he's like, you're beautiful. And I'm like, respect, brother, respect. He's got a fiance, I think, or a wife, but he's like, I gotta call her beautiful. And then of course, Heidi Klum decided to press the golden buzzer. I think she's more German, and she has like a normal accent, but she pressed the golden buzzer, and then he got like 50 hugs from her, which is respect. Once again, respect for like getting all the attention and hugs and stuff from these very, very attractive, exotic women. I'm very proud of you, brother. But yeah, it's very, very proud of the guy. He killed it. He sang very well. He got the golden buzzer. He don't have to. I think they do a live show, and so he doesn't have to do anything for a minute. So very proud of him. Terre Haute Stand Up, Indiana Stand Up. We're out here for our homie. Yeah, we may not have had Matt Rife do a comedy show, which for some people, to be honest, that might be a win. But we do have Terre Haute's singing janitor, and he got the golden buzzer. So very proud of the guy. Speaking of other people who also had a great fucking week, check this shit out. You guys will pay very close attention to the middle. See it? What is that? Oh my god! That is clearly. Oh my god! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh no! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, brother. I wonder if I get in trouble for this on social media. No. Oh yeah, oh man, he killed it, dude. He's out there getting some sloppy top while he's going up on the fucking Ferris wheel, baby. Like on the Bueller getting some of that fucking dome, brother. That's what I'm talking about, man. People out here have got. it's the little things in life, to be quite honest with you. It's the little things in life that really give you extreme pleasure and happiness. And I'm so proud of the homie for getting some domey on top of the world. You know, you got to be on top of the world getting some dome at some point. I don't think he realized that he was going to be that visible. They're like, oh, it's dark in here. Ain't nobody. All you got was shadow head. Dude, that dude was shadow. She was shadow pupping and he was like making that mouth fucking move, dude. Killing it, dude. I'm so proud of him. I'm just like, you know, some other great things happening this weekend, man. Let's, you know, we've got them over there. You got a guy getting sloppy toppy on the Ferris wheel. And then we've got Lenny Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz reveals 9-year celibacy streak. It's a spiritual thing. It's so spiritual, not getting any like fucking play at all. And he's like, no, it's spiritual. Lenny Kravitz, the Jewish community. We drafted Lenny Kravitz. If you guys remember that old Dave Chappelle, that's all I think of when I see his name now. I never thought. Listen, let me keep it real. I never even knew Homeboy was Jewish until Dave Chappelle did that fucking racial draft, which is still one of the greatest skits of all time. And as a guy who does skits, I'm telling you, dude, that show was fucking perfect. It was perfect. I would love to do a show on that, like on that level. There's no possible way to ever be as good as you know. They've got a couple of decent ones. Like I think You Should Leave's a great sketch show. Key and Peele did a great job, even though they kind of just came in and stole the concept and just did their own thing. But like those guys are very talented and they deserve something. It's too sad that it's, you know, ends up being that. And then, you know, just Chappelle had I think he might, you know, SNL's existed for years. In Living Color. Great sketch show, not necessarily the news. It's a great sketch show. What's the other British blokes? What do they call themselves? It's not Monty Python. What's the name? Kids in the Hole? Yes, Kids in the Hole. That's a good one. I think Tim Heidecker, who is Brian's favorite comedian, is actually that. And I just want I want it to be known that I'm not the only one that thinks Lenny Kravitz being weird. The man himself, Ice-T, was roasting Lenny Kravitz for 9-year-long celibacy. Weirdo shit. That's what he said. I love that Ice Cube, like, no matter what, he's like, man, I'm a real man. You think I'm taking a break from getting pussy, brother? I walked into his room. He had cum on the floor, and I picked it up. Man, that's how you find him, man. You always got cum. I always think of him from that new show now where he's just like a detective. Like, I walked in on him and he had his dick in his hand. Like that type of thing. You know, he's like, I think he's on SVU, which is hilarious because it's like he's on a show about victims of sexual violence. A guy gets a celibacy and he's like, listen, man, I'm around sex all the time. It may be horrible, but at the same time, I'm a cop killer. I'm also killing that pussy. At the end of the day, I'm killing that pussy. That was Ice-T, not me. Speaking of Ice-T, rest in peach. Once again. When am I going to get the sponsorship for Liquid Death? I'm telling you guys. Probably because this is the only one I like. Like, I don't like the regular mountain water. I don't like any of the fucking sparkling shit. I tried to have the lemonade tea. Fucking gross. Arnold Palmer or Armless Palmer or something like that. I'm sure somebody likes it, but not me. And then they have one that's just regular tea. That's the one I need to try next. But I'll tell you one thing. This peach tea, dude, I'm fucking addicted. It's got, these things have like, let me see, 30 calories in the whole damn can. And it's got tea, it's got vitamin B12, vitamin B6, it's got agave. It's delicious, dude. It really is. Murder your thirst. Now send me a bag. Send me a fucking bag. And a little slurp action for the commercial if anybody needs to see it. I mean, we're looking for real men. Ice-T knows real men. You know who else knows real men very well? Jerry Seinfeld says he misses dominant masculinity and always wanted to be a real man. Jerry Seinfeld is between Jerry Seinfeld and Rebel Wilson. I don't know two whites taking more L's for real. They're taking the most L's. They just can't shut the fuck up in the media. Jerry Seinfeld is like, the Jews and Iraq and fucking not Iraq, but you know what I mean. They're fighting over with Gaza. I understand people take sides with that shit. I'm not informed enough, and for what I am informed, it's kind of like I'm informed on the sides. I'm not really. I don't know who to fucking believe at this point. Like, am I gonna spend all my time like worrying about geopolitical politics over in the Middle East in one particular fucking country that's split into two and has an apart? I mean, it's horrible. I don't love it, but at the same time, like, why does Jerry Seinfeld need to talk about it? He's just ruining his fucking legacy every time he opens his big fucking buzzy bee ass mouth. Like, come on, bro. Just Pop-Tart movie was horrible. Like, it fucking sucked. Dude, I tried. I'm a huge fan of comedy. There were so many comedians in there, and Amy Schumer was in there. Comedians and Amy Schumer, she was also in there. But, like, at the end of the day, like, Jim Gaffigan, fucking killer. Like, killer. And the next thing I know, it's booty hole. It's just fucking awful. Pop-Tarts... My household probably single-handedly keeps Pop-Tarts in business because my fiance and my kids are obsessed with them. They're horrible. They're sugary little fucking garbage treats. They're not even that good, but they're obsessed with them. It got so bad that during Christmas time, I ended up getting my girl a fucking nice hoodie with like a fucking carpeted Pop-Tarts on it because I'm like, if we're going to put them in business, we might as well brand and market for them at this point. It's not just Liquid Death that needs to give us a bag. Pop-Tarts, come on. Send us some Pop-Tarts, fucking damn. You know, and they got to be specific ones because some of them my kids won't fucking touch. I remember for the longest time the berry ones were. This is how crazy I am. I knew the berry ones were out of stock forever. Like they could not get an ingredient during pandemic. Like the berry ones were gone, and they don't do strawberry or blueberry or fucking. They don't do apple. They don't do. You know what they eat? They like fucking s'mores, cookies and cream. And then like the hot fudge and like the hot fudge sundaes, like those ones. They like the chocolate. Like they cannot just have like a regular, like if they at least vary it up. Strawberry's fucking delicious. But I digress. The movie fucking sucked. Most of Jerry's takes suck. He's looking for real men. And I'll tell you, all the real men are out there and they're fucking boxing. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul's boxing match have been postponed. Oh, fuck. So I read it. I read the article. I thought this was the real man. I was like, Mike Tyson, man, he's going to bring He's bringing masculinity back. Yeah. I thought, like, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul were going to really bring the men back, you know, and no. Turns out Mike Tyson has an ulcer, and he hasn't been able to train because of this ulcer, so they postponed it. It was supposed to happen, I believe, in, like, July, and now they postponed it, like, closer to the end of the year, or at least next year. Which is insane, man. I feel bad for anybody who's excited for it because it's sad that you're excited for like a boxing match, but at the same time, I feel bad because like it'd been nice. It'd have been nice to actually like see something that they've been fucking hyping up for a year on Netflix. It's like they're gonna do a live show. It's insane. Yeah. Speaking of masculinity, here's one more hilarious masculinity story. So there was a video that went out. Man asks millionaire how they got rich, and nearly all of them say the same thing. You know what they said? Actually, I got a 1 million loan from my father, a small loan of 1 million. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I really don't care what they said. At the end of the day, if you're a millionaire, probably more than likely you had a leg up. I'm from Kokomo. Everybody who does what we do or a version of what we do, they all come from money in some version or some way, or they have like a backer that's just like funneling money into them from their families. Meanwhile, the 4 people that we have involved here at the Kokomo Press and the Outliers people, we're all poor motherfuckers from poor families pooling resources in order to create something. And I just do not, and I never will. I'll never, ever feel like I'm one of those people because I'll never be that type of rich. I just won't. I mean, I'm going to try to leave as much as I can for my kids, but at the end of the day, I'm just a guy trying to get shit done. You know, I'm trying to do it myself, and we're building over here. So if you want to be a part of something, if you're a business and you want to throw in, you want to help us, message me and we will get going because we're going to be doing ads. We're going to be running shit. So we're going to be killing it. I'll tell you who else is killing it. An ex-soldier. Yeah, an ex-soldier raids animal shelter with assault rifle in full tactical gear to get cat back. He launched a one-man raid on an animal shelter after he believed that his missing cat was being held at the facility. It's very, very funny to imagine a guy coming in there being like, good night. I'm here to get my little tiny pussy. Yeah, Snickers. Where's Snickers? Snickers, come here. Come here, girl. You're here somewhere. Fucking dude went and put on his full gear to go get his. I've done a lot of things for pussy, but I joined the Navy. I put on some gear to get. I mean, it worked. It works. I mean, I didn't meet my ex-wife that way. But like, you know, it's not a foolproof plan. You do have to be in your gear in order to make that happen. And I just feel like that seems like a guy doing an awful fucking lot for his cat. And it's on a hunch too. I think that's the funniest part is it was on like an idea. Like he was like, I'm pretty sure my cat's here. And so he's like, I'm going to do this. I don't even think his cat was there. Oh shit. I don't even think his fucking cat was there. He walked in there like, I'm coming to get my fucking cat. And they were like, your cat's not here. We're sorry, our cat's not here. Very, very funny to me, dude. I don't understand it. I did get some really good news for everybody who needs to know. We are chipping away at some of those old institutions, and one of them that we chipped away at and actually succeeded. DARE, Drug Abuse Resistance Education, removed weed from their list of gateway drugs. Maybe you didn't let Darren the Lion down after all. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Sorry, Darren. Listen, Darren, we all let you down. We did. I mean, I know that you guys finally removed it. It's not a list of gateway drugs anymore because, to be honest, like, I know a million people that just smoke and that's all they do. I mean, I'm also from Kokomo, so I know a million people that smoked and then started doing heroin and then started doing meth and started doing a bunch of other shit. But, like, they also, you know, they did start with weed, but that doesn't mean that's where you inevitably go. It's all a decision based on the human and maybe even a disease-based model in there somewhere. I'm not 1,000% sure, but, you know. I know a lot of people in the last couple of weeks have been giving a ton of shit online to, like, Shaquille O'Neal and his young girl. I know Dane Cook gets it with his young girl. I know Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. A lot of these guys are getting shit for being with a young girl. Well, I'll tell you, in the greatest feat ever imagined, that guy, Raiders owner Mark Davis, 70 years old, is expecting a child with his girlfriend Hayden Hopkins, 26. This dude got a girl pregnant who is almost 50 years younger than him. And then his name is Mark Davis and her name is Hayden Hopkins. Like, that, if that isn't the most Gen Z name that I've ever heard. Hayden Hopkins. I'm Hayden. Like, okay, hey, then get the fuck out of there. Why are you with some old ass dude? This girl is a modern day fucking Anna Nicole Smith. That's all she is, dude. And I can't wait to see this new Clippers show with fucking Lawrence Fishburne and Ed O'Neill in it. Oh my, it seems fantastic. And that's basically what this guy's doing. Just make sure you don't make the mistake, Mark, and say, don't be bringing black people to my games. No more black men. I mean, if Magic really wanted to fuck over the Raiders for leaving to Las Vegas, he would just go hang out with Hayden Hopkins and let her bring him to the games, because apparently he's a one-man wrecking crew against racists, which is hilarious that an all-time Lakers legend like Magic Johnson was able to fuck up the Clippers. And now Steve Ballmer owns them, and they're just perpetually like not being as good as they should, unfortunately. They just, you know, they had to up themselves with the times. And speaking of people who cannot bring themselves up to the times, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Marshall Mathers, aka Eminem, still clinging to BlackBerry despite 2022 network shutdown. How the hell is he using a phone that has no, like, there's no updates? There hasn't been updates for like 2.5 years. Like, they haven't updated it. He's just like walking around with just an absolutely security liability. Do not text Marshall. Do not email Marshall Mathers any sensitive information, because that shit is going to get hacked quicker than fucking anything else. It's going to be hacked quicker than the Russians hacking the Ukraine system. Like, it's over. You're fucked. You're absolutely fucked. Like, the mainframe is down. Marshall's out here writing. He needs a full keyboard to write amazing bars like, I'm pricklier than a cacti bee. I don't know if you've heard of Houdini, but come on, man. This used to be you. You used to be the GOAT. This used to be you. And now you're out here fucking doing songs that suck. You're never the GOAT, but like the white goat, the great white goat, the great white hope. You know who you were. And now he's doing crazy songs. Threw some shade at Meg the Stallion, which a lot of people were upset about. Like, why you got to do that? Threw some shade at transgenders with his Siamese cat that thinks he's black but speaks Chinese. That's, you know, it's like he brought back Slim Shady and like, guess who's back? Like he Alchemist helped him a little bit, but like it's such a nostalgia bait song, Houdini anyway, and it's just funny to imagine that he did this Houdini song. He's like working his ass on it, and then on top of it, he's over there on a fucking BlackBerry. I know a lot of people are giving Eminem shit, and a lot of people are, but I know that I saw this poll. Can we leave Eminem in 2009? He is a 60-year-old white man making fun of a 29-year-old black woman's trauma. This is so anti-black. Using her getting shot as a bar for clout is a low blow. When Megan strikes back, don't cry. Who is the better rapper? Megan Thee Stallion or Eminem? That shit backfired. 1,000 votes later, 22 hours left. 2.9% for Megan Thee Stallion, 97.1% for Eminem. Eminem stans are always going to win. Listen, I'm friends with a few of them. Shout out K-Dot, shout out 2 White, very good guys. Love Eminem. Don't blame them. Eminem's a great fucking rapper, or at least he was. I really loved him. I just wish they do come up with a chorus without having to go rip off Aerosmith or fucking, in this case, the Steve Miller Band. Abracadabra. Yeah, like, I love Steve Miller Band, but it's just weird that, like, Pinocchio has to poke his nose into, some people call me a space cowboy. Some people call me a gangster of love. Some people call me Slim Shady. Yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shady. It's just, oh, man, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy, dude. Oh, man. My kids went to the park today and had a great time without me while I was shooting marijuana, and I'm kind of sad that I missed it. You know, I want to hang out with them, but you know, sometimes you got some stuff you're doing for people. I'm in the middle of cooking right now. I'm actually in the oven as we speak. Is most of what I would call some Strogan-Off. I'm making some beef Stroganoff, a family recipe from my grandpa. He got it when he was in the military stationed over in San Diego, which means a whale's vagina. But he was over in San Diego, and he would be a military guy during the day, and at night he'd be a maitre d' at a restaurant, which is so hilarious. He probably bumped elbows with so many famous people that we don't know who they are. So many people. But yeah, he learned how to make a stroganoff. He brought it home to us, and it's delicious. And let me just say, not my first rodeo. I cook all the time. So I'm cooking tonight, and it's going to be done probably in the next like 20 minutes. So I got 10 more minutes of this podcast, and I cannot leave this podcast. I cannot in good faith leave this podcast without giving you guys an update on Bubbles. You guys are saying, who the fuck's Bubbles? Well, Bubbles is Michael Jackson's chimpanzee, and he is still alive at 40 years old and living at the Center for Great Apes in Florida. Let me get a round of applause for Bubbles outliving Michael Jackson. That's insane. He ended up getting out. I also read it recently today. I'm pretty sure it was today that Michael Jackson's kids are officially cut off from his will. So Bubbles out there living a great life. Here we are, the kids just not having a great time. So let's give them one of these. Poor Paris, poor Blanket, poor other kid that nobody remembers. I don't remember. Prince? It's not Prince, right? He wouldn't name his kid after his rival. You know what I mean? He wouldn't name his kid after Prince. That's his fucking rival, right? Are they rivals? Do they like each other? I don't really know. I am afraid that I'm going to have to myth bust a little bit today. Like, I was like, you know, I'm going to give an update on Bubbles. Very important. He's a very furry friend. I'm going to have to give you guys a myth buster on another one of our furry friends. Ladies and gentlemen, artificial vanilla doesn't typically contain secretions from beavers' anal glands, as some people claim, but there are a few products that do. No, the artificial vanilla flavoring that you buy at the store doesn't come from beaver glands. That's hilarious, man. I fucking just, I believe that hook, line, and sinker, to be honest with you guys. They were like, that's literally from a beaver's ass, and I'm like, fair enough. I'm still gonna fucking add it. I like vanilla. I'm vanilla, baby. That's right. But I ain't no killer, baby. I don't remember he even sings that. I think it's Jack Harlow or something like that. I know my girl likes that shit. But I do think it's very, very interesting the way things kind of evolved there. As you know, I had to myth bust for you guys. It's not typical that I have to do that, but today was a good day, and I felt like it was important for me to let you guys know that. There's a couple of crazy news in fatherhood, with Father's Day coming up on June 16th, I believe. It's a Sunday. Fatherhood might be bad for your health or your heart. Study. Being a father might be bad for your heart. That's from Alexandra Klausner. Now, I don't need a woman telling me something could be bad for my heart. How about only men can talk about men? How about that? Do you ever think about that? Alexandra Klausner. Anyway, this is an article in Health. Fatherhood might be bad for your heart. Study. Living life is bad. Breathing is bad for your heart because you use it when you breathe, but you need it to breathe. This is the weirdest article I've ever heard of. Like, let me write an article about how just being a dad is bad for you. Like, how many fucking L's do we have to fucking take? You know what I mean? We got The Guardian. Here's another article about men. Guardian. Men and other mammals live longer if they are castrated, says researcher. Kat Bohannon tells Hay Festival audience it is not known why men go through life smuggling 2 little death nuggets. Death nuggets? Are you calling my balls death nuggets? Bitch, like, aren't titties like ticking time bombs? Like, you over there want to talk shit about my nuts? Why would you fucking focus on those fucking titties hitting you in the chin, man? That's fucking... You know how many people die every year from breast cancer? I want to see the numbers on testicular cancer because we don't big that shit up. There isn't a fucking night. There isn't a month. We don't have a testicular cancer month. And if we do, you guys can be like, well, you're too stupid. You don't even know when testicular cancer month is. That's because it's not publicized. Fucking the Colts don't wear pink for it, or I guess in this case, like tan, like nut colored. What do you maybe like a pearlescent white? I don't know what you would wear, but I mean, at the end of the day, we still don't know it because it's probably November. They throw everything about men in November. They just like, oh, men's testicular month in November. In the comments below, tell me right now if it's November, because if it's November, I called that shit without knowing. I'm just letting you guys know. Or it was in my subconscious. I heard about it before. My bad, but it's something I had to do. But it's just crazy that we have women out here saying crazy shit like, go get yourself castrated because really, it's killing you. Bitch, I think you probably killing me more than anything. Like, your fucking mouthy shit. It's killing me, dude. It's killing my fucking vibe. It's harshing my vibe over here. I'll tell you that much. You saying my balls are just killing me is harshing my fucking vibe, bro. And I'm just trying to live out here. I'm trying to hang out. I'm trying to talk good sports, you know. I mean, speaking of sports, speaking of the Colts, they're coming back not too long. We got some shit going on, but I did hear some good news. Colts fans, congratulations. Colts fan base ranked third drunkest in the NFL with an average blood alcohol content of 0.085 according to Backtrack. Congratulations to Colts fans. Indiana, stand up. We like to get drunk. Anybody who's ever been to Cooper's Pub knows that I'll take a Crown and Coke. I'll have a good time. I think that's hilarious that we're top 3. I tell people all the time that Indiana is one of the most talented fucking states in the union, and that's just based off what I've seen. Well, I'll tell you this much. That tells me that we're even more talented than I could believe. That's crazy. Give us one more round of applause for us. Good job, Indiana. We're really killing it out here. Fucking, you know, our nuts are falling apart. They think they should castrate us, but at the end of the day, we're fucking drunk. I can't feel it. You can't feel it. If it's that alcohol in it, I'd be drunk right now. I was at work the other day and I had somebody stop me. Multiple people stopped me and they're like, hey, I thought you were drinking on the job. And I said, I am, bitch. This is a fake. This is a fake can. It's one of those fake ones. I'm just kidding. It's like I'm going to bring a tall boy to work and just drink it. I'm not going to drink alcohol at work. I'm fucking working a factory. I'm smoking weed. I mean, I got to smoke. I'm not going to drink at the job. That's immature, but I'm fucking high. That's for sure. I'm just kidding. That's a joke on a comedy podcast. Do not come after me. My employer, who nobody can say, do not put it in the comments. If you put my employer in the comments, if you tag them in the comments, I'm going to be livid. I do not appreciate it. I don't appreciate being attacked in that way. I don't appreciate being fodder for your political games. Trump, 34 counts. My favorite number is 34. Ray Allen, baby. And you fucked 34 up for me. Now every time I think of 34, I just think of Trump getting 34 counts of hush money is what they're called. Hush money, dude. I didn't know it was hush money. Isn't child support hush money so that you don't get arrested? Oh, I was drunk. I was just talking about it. Ah, man. In more animal news this month, world's first jaguar born by artificial insemination was eaten by its mom. Fuck, dude. We're trying to get these Jaguars numbers up, and these fuckers are just eating it. And I was thinking, I'm like, imagine, like, you don't have sex. Like, you never have sex, but you're pregnant and you give birth. Like, this bitch probably thought she was Jesus. Like, she just thought she was giving birth to Jesus or the devil. And so I'm pretty sure she felt, like, this probably felt like immaculate conception. She, like, passed out, and then she woke up, and she was like, I feel a kicking in my belly. Huh. Oh, my God. And then she was like, well, I can't abort it, but I can't wait till it's born and eat it. So you may not be able to abort if you're a human, but if you're a jaguar, just take a little snack baby. It is a snack baby. I cannot believe that. It's such an insane story. They were like, we're gonna help. We're gonna get this working. We're gonna have everything going. And the next thing you know, they're like, nope, that's not happening at all. Actually, what's happening is you're gonna lose the baby because they're gonna eat it. They're gonna fucking eat it. Like, why am I gonna eat it? Oh shit, dude. I'm trying to see if I have any more fucking topics to talk to you guys about. We are winding down. I got like 5 minutes left before I gotta go get this out the oven. So yeah, this is the Strogan-Off episode. I might even call it the Strogan-Off episode because I'm over here stroking myself off by myself because I'm doing it by myself. It is what it is. Oh, I do have a funny if you have a wife or a girlfriend, you may have heard of the name of Vera Wang. She's got purses, she's got jewelry, she's got all kinds of shit. Well, Vera Wang is 74 years old. Dropped this on May 29th. Vera Wang is trending after sharing a poolside photo on Instagram that shows her youthful appearance at age 74. This woman is clearly on adrenochrome. Like, look how tiny she looks. I really think that's probably helping her a lot. She's so thin, like she looks like a rail. Like, look at her arms. Like, her arms are so fucking... I mean, they're pixelated, but they're also tiny, dude. I'm wondering how much of that might have been, like, doctored a little bit to make her look even thinner. There's no way of really knowing in that point. Like, there's no really way of knowing, you know, if she's actually doing that. But she looks so thin, man. Like, Vera Wang, dude. Ugh. So tiny, such a tiny, you know, typically, and this isn't racist, this is just how I feel, but typically when like Asian women, I feel like look so youthful for so long, but then somebody snaps their fingers and all of a sudden they're like, I'm little old lady. And I'm like, damn, dude, it happens fucking fast, but they're like beautiful and young and looking for so long. And then next thing you know, it's like, it hits like a brick wall. They age like fucking, they age like milk in your fridge, not like milk that's sitting out. It's so crazy. But when they fucking turn. It's crazy. And other important news. This is the thing about articles. They're so horrible. What to do if your dog seems racist? I legitimately want to know. I don't have a dog, but if my dog was... Like, if you have a racist dog, holy shit. You're a horrible dog dad or dog mom or dog them. If you're fucking out here... raising a race, because like we're always telling kids, like, kids are not born racist, kids are, it's a learned behavior. But then you know, at the end of the day, we don't know where it's probably a mixture of both. But in this case, it was definitely the dog is a racist, and somebody needs to do something about it. I'm not very happy with that. Another important article dropped today. Exclusive Daily Mail Health. Ultra processed foods do not cause obesity, says U.S. government's top diet advisors in bombshell review of current evidence. Studies have been biased. Are you kidding me? They're putting fluoride in the water and it's turning the freaking frogs gay. What are we doing out here? Government advisors are an inside job. Bombshell review. Come the fuck on. Can we please not? Like, we know this shit's killing us. Can we just fucking be honest? Why do we have to lie about everything? Why is everything a fucking lie? And I know I just became Alex Jones, and I apologize for that. But at the end of the day, you came and hang out with me for an hour. We did a whole podcast. I appreciate you guys. I'm exhausted. I got to go finish Strogan-Off. I'm going to go Strogan-Off. I'm going to go finish my Strogan-Off. Thank you for hanging out with me, Jordan Grainger, here on the Kokomo Press Podcast. This is episode 31 of season 4. Make sure you like, comment, share, and hit that notification bell. Please subscribe to what we're doing. I'm trying so hard to build this platform for you guys. The more it builds, the more we can do. Thank you so much for tuning in to Kokomo Press Podcast. Kokomo Press Podcast, baby. Mwah, 2 kisses. Love you guys. If you did, go ahead and like us, subscribe to us, hit that notification bell, do all the things to help us get seen. Go find us over on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok. Like us, follow us there. And if you want to really, really help us out, we now have a new thing called Facebook subscriptions. It's only $4.99 a month, and it helps us build out even more than what we have already. Helps us get more equipment, helps us put money into shows, because we give you comedy shows, we give you guys skits, we give you guys podcasts, we give you guys jokes. And if you want to be a part of a group of people that actually get to talk to us and tell us your input first and get to directly speak to us, and maybe even, you know, help us write some of these jokes, you can be a part of the group. Join that subscriber base. It's only $4.99 a month, and it's not a lot, but it helps us out tremendously. And it's going to give you an opportunity to maybe win some merch here and there. We're going to do a lot of fun things with our subscribers. So please check us out everywhere you can. And if you want to, subscribe to our page. Thanks for listening to this podcast. We love you. Thank you. 2 kisses.